Have you ever laid awake at night staring at the ceiling, wondering if the woman you love still feels the same way about you? That gut-wrenching silence. Those moments when her smile doesn't quite reach her eyes anymore. It leaves you questioning everything. If you've ever had that knot in your stomach, unsure if she's drifting away, then stay with me until the very end of this video, because today, we're uncovering 10 shocking signs she doesn't love you anymore. These aren't just small hints, these are patterns that, once you recognize them, could completely change your love life. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And trust me, don't skip ahead, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know the signs but also understand how to handle them without losing yourself. This might just be the turning point in your relationship journey. So let's get right into it. Sign 1, her eyes don't light up anymore. Think back to when you first met her. Remember the way her eyes sparkled when she saw you? That joy that couldn't be faked? Love has a way of showing itself in the smallest gestures, but when she doesn't love you anymore, you'll notice her eyes lose that spark. You might come home from work, excited to tell her about your day, and instead of leaning in with interest, she barely looks up from her phone. It's like you've become background noise. She doesn't gaze at you the way she used to. Her eyes have shifted from connection to obligation. If you're honest with yourself, you've felt it. It's a chilling sign, because the eyes often reveal what words try to hide. Sign 2, conversations turn into cold monologues. Do you remember the nights when you both would stay up till 2 a.m. talking about dreams, fears, and everything in between? Now conversations might feel like pulling teeth. She gives one-word answers, avoids deep topics, or worse, she doesn't initiate conversation at all. Imagine you're telling her about something exciting, like getting recognized at work, and she replies with a flat, "That's nice." No follow-up questions, no enthusiasm, just a wall of disinterest. That's not just tiredness, it's emotional withdrawal. Love thrives on communication. When that dies, it's often because her feelings have shifted. Sign 3, physical intimacy fades away. Love is often expressed in touch. The hugs, the gentle brushes of her hand against yours, the kisses that used to linger. When she no longer loves you, intimacy becomes mechanical or disappears altogether. Think about it. You lean in for a kiss and she turns her cheek. You reach for her hand, and she pulls away under the excuse of being busy or tired. At first, you might excuse it as stress, but if it becomes a pattern, it reveals something deeper. Intimacy isn't just physical, it's a mirror of emotional closeness. When that mirror shatters, it's a sign her heart is no longer in it. Sign 4, you're no longer a priority. When someone loves you, you're at the center of their world, or at least an important part of it. But when she doesn't love you, you'll start to feel like you're just an option, easily replaced, easily postponed. She cancels plans with you but somehow makes time for everyone else. She'll stay late at work, go out with friends, or spend hours scrolling online. But when you ask for just an hour of her time, it feels like you're asking for too much. If she once moved mountains to be with you but now struggles to even meet you halfway, that's not just busyness, it's a clear shift in her feelings. Sign 5, she criticizes more than she compliments. In a loving relationship, encouragement flows naturally. She used to praise your efforts, laugh at your jokes, and see the good in you. But now, every little thing seems to annoy her. Your clothes, your habits, even the way you eat, suddenly everything is wrong. It feels like you can't do anything right in her eyes anymore. Compliments disappear, replaced by constant criticism. This isn't about healthy feedback. It's about resentment. And resentment often grows where love has died. Sign 6, she avoids the future with you. Do you remember when you both would talk about future vacations, buying a home, or even growing old together? If she no longer loves you, those conversations vanish. Ask her about next year's holiday and she shrugs it off. Bring up long-term plans and she changes the subject. It's as if the idea of a shared future doesn't exist in her mind anymore. Love dreams of forever. When those dreams fade, it's because her heart has already started walking away. Sign 7, arguments feel different. Every couple argues, but when love is still alive, arguments end with reconciliation, apologies, and deeper understanding. When she doesn't love you anymore, arguments shift into something darker. Instead of fighting to solve a problem, she fights to win. Instead of seeking peace, she seeks distance. And sometimes, she simply stops arguing altogether because she doesn't care enough to fight. Silence in conflict is one of the loudest warnings in a relationship. It shows that emotional investment has dried up. Sign 8, she's emotionally unavailable. You share your worries, your struggles, your fears, and she seems distant, uninterested, or dismissive. Where she once gave comfort, she now gives indifference. It's heartbreaking when you realize you're going through life's battles alone, even while standing right next to the person you thought was your partner. If she doesn't comfort you anymore, it's because her emotions are no longer tied to yours. That detachment is a sign her love has faded. Sign 9. She shows more interest in others than in you. Pay attention here because this one stings the most. When she's more interested in conversations with others than with you, when she laughs harder at someone else's jokes, or when she shares her excitement with friends but not you, it's a dangerous sign. Sometimes it's subtle, like texting other people constantly but ignoring your messages. Other times it's obvious, choosing to spend more time with others than with you. Love makes us want to share our world with someone. When she stops sharing it with you, she's already giving pieces of herself elsewhere. Sign 10. Your gut already knows the truth. This might be the hardest one to accept. Deep down, your intuition already knows when love has left. You feel it in her tone, in her distance, in her silence. You try to ignore it, hoping it's just stress or a phase, but your heart whispers the truth. You're holding on to someone who no longer feels the same. And here's the shocking part. Our gut rarely lies. It tells us what our mind is too scared to admit. So what do you do if you see these signs? You don't beg. You don't chase. Because love cannot be forced. Instead, you step back, evaluate your own worth, and decide whether staying in such a relationship serves your peace and future. It's painful to admit someone doesn't love you anymore, but remember this. Your value doesn't decrease because someone fails to see it. Sometimes the end of one chapter is the beginning of a better one, with someone who will love you fully without hesitation. So if these signs resonated with you, don't ignore them. Face them, because the truth, no matter how painful, is always better than living in denial. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.